Albert Einstein once called the phenomenon of compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. In this video, we are looking to harness the full power of this phenomenon to supercharge our bankroll and get to the point where we are making a six-figure income as quickly as possible. I'm going to make an assumption that most people viewing this do not have $100,000 sitting around that you can throw into this venture. The good news is that you will not need nearly that much to get started. We have all heard the saying that it takes money to make money. You are going to need a sizable chunk of cash to get going. You will need a software program / alert service to find these arbitrages. This is not cheap. I use Rebel Betting and it costs me roughly $150 a month. It's priced in euros, so the amount fluctuates with the changes in currency values. If you purchase it and pay by the year, you can get substantial savings, but that is a lot to shell out up front. And once you are pulling in good profits, you can use these profits to pay for the software. You are going to need around $2,000 to get your bankroll started. You can start with less, but you will struggle to make a profit. If $2,000 is more than you can come up with for this project, finding partners is once again the answer. Create an investment group. People enter football and lottery pools at work all the time. One person wins and everyone else loses. You can offer something where everyone wins. The moral of the story is you need to do whatever it takes to make this happen. When starting out, you're going to need the first month to get educated on the different kinds of ARBs and how to place them. You do not want to pressure yourself about profits at first. Give yourself some time to learn the ropes. I personally started with just $500 and am paying the $150 a month out of pocket as I go to allow the bankroll to grow. I started with this amount to allow myself to make mistakes in the beginning without getting completely devastated if I screwed up. I am adding more money as I go along until I hit my goals. I put money aside every month to invest in this the same way most people would do for their 401k or mutual funds. The difference is that I receive a return equivalent to their annual ROI in just a couple of weeks. Most of the material I get from Rebel Betting says you can expect to make about 10% ROI a month. The truth is you can get more than this, but you must be aggressive in your pursuit. You must be placing bets daily, more when possible. Your average ARB is around 2%. I'm finding these daily. In fact, I'm finding 4% and larger daily, but I will stick with the 2% for this discussion. What can 2% daily do for an account starting with $1,000? If you do not touch the account and just let it grow, 2% compounded 365 times comes out to $1,377,408.29. You will eventually run into betting limits, so you're not likely to be able to run amok on the sports books like this, but you will be able to easily hit six figures. It is not as simple as just loading up everything you have on the biggest ARB you can find. There is going to be one bet that wins and another that loses. You must take money out of the account that won and recharge the account that was wiped out. This is time consuming, and a lot of ARBs are slipping through the cracks that could have been taken advantage of with a little smarter planning. A better way is to make smaller bets. Bet 5 to 10% of your bankroll on a single bet maximum. The smaller your individual bets are, the less you will have to waste time recharging your accounts. This is vital because your return will depend greatly on how fast you can turn these bets and compound your profits. You will be spread out between several sports books. You want to try to keep 50% of your money working at all times. Another thing you are going to notice is that there are arbitrages that take place that day, while others are for several days or even weeks out. To get your money in rotation, you may want to take some of these games that are a few days out and continue to do that day after day. It will take a little time to get this rotation going, but that is okay. Once you have set up a pipeline of profits, you will constantly be turning that money over. The main objective should be to turn the money over as quickly as possible and reinvest into the next opportunity. You do not want your money to be locked up for days at a time. You want to spread your money out, making small bets, and try to maintain steady growth in your accounts without having to recharge them. Every time you have to recharge your accounts, it takes time, and that is money lost. 2% a day is enough to work miracles. Do not go out of your way to chase 8% gains, middles, and other things that look like big gains. It is okay to capture them if they do not disrupt the normal betting patterns, but do not lock your money up for days or weeks chasing big gains. 2% is more than enough to create massive growth. When you are starting out, you are a small player. There are advantages to being small. Bets between $10 to $100 are not likely to raise suspicion. Bookmakers generally do not like advantage players. Arbitrage is a little different because they should be making money if they manage their odds correctly. They should not see you as a threat. However, some still do. The sportsbooks I have seen with most frequent ARBs are Marathon Bet, Pinnacle, and Bet365. I have started my arbitrage venture focusing just on those three books. Once I have grown in size to the point where I'm hitting my betting limits, I may choose to spread out to more books. In this video series, I have shown you an extremely powerful investing tool called Sports Arbitrage. It has the potential to make you 6 figures a year. It is, in my opinion, the best form of advantage play. It is superior to card counting, dice control, and roulette bias. What makes it superior is that you never have to second guess whether or not you have the edge. You know you have it, beyond the shadow of a doubt. You do not incur major losing streaks like you would with these other forms of advantage play. I have shown you how to get around the foreign books trying to block you from this opportunity. I have shown you how you can start with a small amount of money and build it into a 6-figure income. It is not an easy road to riches, but it is a viable one. Sports arbitrage gives you more money, time, and freedom than most other careers. If you are interested in getting involved, then sign up for the special offer on the page below. Thanks for watching.